Vikings restructuring linebacker Jordan Hicks. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar, and yes, the Vikings have officially restructured Jordan Hicks. Love it or hate it, we're going to talk about it. My hunch is in the comments. A lot of people are just going to say, you know what, we should have just said thank you and cut him, but that's not what they did. Before we get into that, remember, subscribe to the channel, like the videos, here every damn day talking Minnesota Vikings. Tampering day has arrived. Free agency week is on the cusp. One of the best weeks of the offseason, gives us hope. So hit that sub button. Any sniff of a rumor, anybody we sign, we're going to be hopping on immediately, grading it, breaking it down. Love it or hate it, we're going to be talking about it. So Jordan Hicks restructures. My hunch is, as I'm doing this, there's probably going to be more restructures coming out for the Vikings, or just flat out cuts. If you've been watching the show, you know that Lupagus and I were just predicting that he was just going to be flat out cut. He was on the team last year, one of the worst defenses I've probably ever seen as a Minnesota Vikings fan, which is a big red flag there because he was right in the middle of the defense. The big question is, was it a player issue? Was it an Ed Donatel issue? I mean, it's always really easy just to point the finger at Ed Donatel, but you know what? This 3-4 is not working. He's not adjusting, whatever. But when it comes down to it, the players have to step up. And Jordan Hicks, while he had a few splashy plays, did not live up to the hype that we were hoping for next to Eric Kendrick. So looking at this as a whole, my hunch is he took a big-ass pay cut. I mean, he's going to be 32 years old. He's coming off not a very good season, like I just said. There's not going to be a ton of teams out there throwing money at Jordan Hicks. So my hope is it's a good-sized pay cut. There's not much guaranteed money at all, because even when this is all said and done, he's not a lock to make the 53-man roster next year. Reasons I do like it, we do need that veteran next to Brian Asamoah, to have him go out there and then potentially draft like a first, third-round linebacker put next to him. Little scary to have two young guys in the middle, so I like that fact that he's going to have somebody to lean on. I like the fact that now this probably puts a little bit of a damper on a potential early round linebacker. Sure, if there's a guy there that has no right being there, maybe they take him. But this can make the need a little less heavy, including free agency. So it gives us the option to look at other positions while still getting Jordan Hicks. We know Jordan Hicks is a good player. I mean, maybe his prime is past him, but we know he's good. So maybe Brian Flores sees something in him and says, you know what, let's put him out there. Let's give it a shot. I know I can whoop him into shape, and he's going to be much, much better this year. So we just got to look at it from a hopeful standpoint that Flores can work with him, and he can actually be the player that we hoped when we signed him in that 2-year, $10 million contract. So good news, we're saving money. He's coming back, and he's going to be able to be a guy that Brian Asamoah can learn from, hopefully. And then worst case scenario, like I said, guaranteed money is going to be the big thing I'm looking at in this contract restructure, and how much we save. Because if there's not much guaranteed money at all, he may not even be on the team week 1. So there you have it. Jordan Hicks officially restructured, shocking the world. I would have never thought he would have been back this year. Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, hit that sub button. We're going to be back quite a bit today. You're going to be real sick of this mug.